What is going on? How is everybody? What's going on, Brad? What's going on, E-Rock? Thank you for being here. We got a lot to talk about. So I'm glad you guys are here. Sorry about yesterday. This has just been the craziest couple of weeks between work and live stuff going on, but we are here. We made it. We're keeping up the every 2 week streams because it seems like you guys are enjoying it. So let me know audio levels. Can you guys hear me okay? Is it good level? Is the music too loud? Kind of let me know where we're at audio level before we get into everything. But I want to say hello to Leon. Thank you so much for being here, Leon. We'll catch you. We'll definitely catch you. Brad, thank you so much for being here. E-Rock, thank you for being here. And a person who exists. Audio fine with me? Perfect. All right, guys. So as you guys have seen, SDCC 2024 is officially announced from Tamashi. We're kind of going to go through my thoughts. I also want to hear from you guys as well, so make sure you're hitting in those comments here in the chat so we can have a discussion. A couple things I wanted to go over first is we hit a milestone on the channel. I think it was this morning, which I think is really cool. So I want to just talk about a few things first, just because I'm really excited for the opportunity and the love that you guys are giving us here on the channel. So on the channel, Snoke Mini Collects, today we hit 1,700 subscribers. To me, that's a huge thing. Just having 1,700 people that are into the same thing, and really I haven't had no issues with any sort of trolls or anything, and I really atone to you guys. The Discord has been awesome, no issues there, and 1,700 people together to come together and collect together is really awesome. I just want to do a huge shout out because that's an accomplishment not only for me but us as a channel. It's really cool to see that number, especially lately. Sorry for the lack of content. Then also the other thing I want to point out is I want to shout out Blue Boy Cinema and Ronnie for being members. Thank you so much for financially supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. I really do appreciate that. But that's it. I want to talk about that. I just kind of want to get that off my chest. I really do appreciate everybody that supports the channel, watching, subscribing, putting the like, and giving me feedback. If you don't like a video, putting a dislike or letting me know in the comments why you don't like the video. I really like just communicating with you guys and trying to make the best content I can, the most professional content I can, and actually put some substance behind it. That kind of comes to this stream and why I themed it around 2024. I have my thoughts about them and I want to hear yours, but to me, for what they've shown so far, there wasn't enough to make a video. I want to wait for more details about pricing, see more photos from each of the figures, but we're just going to speculate. From here, I'm going to give you my thoughts of what I think these things are going to cost and all of that. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let's go. Congrats. Thank you, Brad. Such an underrated channel. Glad it's growing. Hey, man, I'm just here. I will keep making videos and I will keep streaming every other week as long as you guys want to see my face. So this is all a test to you guys. All right, so hit me with your opinions in the chat. We're about to jump over to Instagram and take a look at the very first San Diego Comic-Con 2024 release. It is going to be Goku holding Gohan on Cloud Nimbus. Let me know what you guys think about this figure right here. I'm going to give you a rundown of my thoughts. For one, we didn't need another Goku. I don't think this is going to be an accessory pack where it's just Nimbus and just Gohan with a faceplate and stuff for staying raised on Earth or anything. I think this is not a brand new, but a brand new release of Gohan or Goku. Just another Goku to get with Gohan and Nimbus. Personally, like this one for me just screams cash grab in my opinion. I understand and I think it will do well. It's not a horrible set and by any means in my opinion, but the problem is what this thing's going to cost and how you're going to be able to get it. Now, every SDCC since COVID happened, you are going to be able to get these not actually at the con. I expect them to keep that train going First, these things are going to be available at San Diego Comic-Con from the booths. So if you want to get those, you can go to eBay, or if you happen to go to the con. But eBay, you're going to pay a little bit more. If you're willing to wait up to 6 months after the con, they do put them on Premium Bandai, and you usually get them in like February or early March. So there is going to be a way to get these post-launch for what they are going to be on the floor, plus shipping. So don't go to eBay. Don't rush quite yet. They've done it every year since 2020. I don't think that's going to stop, because the success of what's going on there, they're not only making money at the con, but they're making it off of us at home. So hold out for those. So all of these are going to be coming out. Let's see. Person who's this says such an underrated channel. Glad it's growing. Thank you. I appreciate that. It seems they're maximizing that 2.0 Goku yet another time. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that kind of screams at me. It's just like, do we really need... I think this would have worked better in how, like, they're doing the Kamehameha pack, or how they did, like, the flowy hair and the punch swipes, where it's like, you get the pieces that you need to go around that Goku, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't see them selling an accessory pack at a con. I just don't feel like that would be very successful. Mainly gaming. Where on heaven and earth can I find a great 8 Vegeta for a reasonable price? It's all I'm missing for my display. Oh, mainly gaming. That one is going to be a little hard. That thing came out, if I am correct, I want to say it came out in like 2019. It's been a while. So anything that you want that is older for a decent price, the best place to go for that is the Discord. We have a Discord. It's free to join for all collectors. It's called Collect Together. Let me drop a link if you're not part of that. And those are the perfect questions for a Discord, because we have a great community over there that collects together. And if you're looking for a specific piece, or something's coming out down the road, we kind of talk about it in there. So that's going to be definitely a perfect opportunity for you to ask in the Discord. I'm sure myself or others will be willing and happy to help you find one, but at this specific moment, I cannot tell you where to get one. But we're willing to help, so join that Discord for sure. And thank you for being here. Person who exists. I personally love this guy. I probably would have gotten him if it was just a recolor, but the Nimbus and Gohan, I've got to get him. I understand that. I mean, it's... And then he said, and the person who exists also says, I hope he doesn't cost $90. That's the kicker. I think the price is going to be the biggest deterrent. I'll kind of get into that, and we'll talk about everything that comes in this figure. Brad Hawk says, of the 3 Dragon Ball figures, this is the 3rd for me, but I did a poll recently and this figure is winning, so it seems to people like it. Yeah, I mean, for what I have personally seen lately, Brad, is a lot of people are jiving with this one, and the other 2 Dragon Ball, they do not like, and we'll get into those when we get to them. But I would have to agree, out of the 3 Dragon Ball figures, this one is the most appealing for me, just because of, not only because I'm a Z collector mainly, but just the coloring on it, the way it works. And it is a repurposed Goku, but there is stuff new here, and he can kind of jive in collections, and he's not a special coloring or anything like that, so it doesn't oddly stand out in my opinion. So I do think, kind of like person who exists said, I think the biggest thing for this figure is going to be the price. They're not going to make it an accessory pack for $65, so you pay minimally to get what you want to fill in this thing, like a head for Goku, the Gohan, and stuff like that. This Goku is going to come in the box. You're going to get the Nimbus. You're going to get the Goku. I expect that Goku to be around the accessory spot, the accessories that you're going to get for the Goku. I would put the accessories on par with any $35 figure. So probably 2 or 3 faces. Maybe he'll get his standard head or not, or maybe it's just the flying hair. And then maybe like 3 or 4 pairs of hands. And then of course you're going to get the Gohan. The Gohan, I personally want the Gohan It's just, am I willing to wait for them to make a fully articulated? Because I kind of have the feeling with this Gohan, it's going to be like the first release of Chaozu. If you don't have that one, during the Saiyan Saga arc version of TN, he came with a Chaozu that was a static pose Chaozu. You stick him on Nappa's back, and he didn't really do anything. 3 or 4 years down the road, they came out with the TN from the Cell arc, and that actually came with an entire articulated version of Chaozu. And I wonder if, not that I wonder, it's just a matter of time that they will do that with this Gohan, because eventually we're going to get to the point where they're going to run in and have to make characters they haven't done before. So what's going to tell it for me for this figure personally, and then we'll get into the comments what you guys think, but like, if that Gohan is even slightly a little bit articulated, you can move his arms up and down, his legs at the hips move, you can, maybe he has a different faceplate, his head will move back and forth. If it's that, and it's decently priced, like, I would probably say around the $75 mark, I will probably jump on this one to add it to my collection, because I think with the Nimbus and the Gohan, there is some value there, because I think it is a neat and a very cute looking piece for maybe a standalone or adding it to your collection. But if that Gohan is a hard molded Gohan, can't move the arms, can't move the faces, nothing new comes with Gohan, and this thing is $90, hard pass. I would love to back this thing as much as possible, but because of those prices and really I don't know how to say it, but like, if it's 90 and he doesn't do a lot, so I'm mainly paying for hunks of plastic that don't move, and this is a 1/12 articulated line, and I want to see articulation, not static pieces. If I wanted to do static pieces, I'd rather go and get me a Banpresto at $20 rather than this at 90. So let me know what you guys think in the chat, and then we'll move on. What are your guys' thoughts on this Goku? Are you getting them? Does what I said make any sense? Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Let me know in the chat. Mainly Sam says, thank you for the Discord link. You're welcome. I hope to see you there. Brad Hawk says, probably depends on what people have in their collection too, i.e. if they already have Jiren, no reason to buy him again. This Goku has stuff that doesn't exist elsewhere. True that. E-Rock says Jiren sucks. I don't think Jiren sucks. I don't think he's as I don't know, as well. Like, I feel like they try to make Jiren like Z version of Broly, like that really big, intimidating person. It just didn't work for me. I wouldn't say he sucked. I think he was decent, but he wasn't great. That's a challenge of collecting buy now versus buy a likely better one in the future. Yeah, I mean, Brad, I would definitely agree with that one. It just really depends on what you're wanting to do. And in my opinion, if this thing is a static figure, I'm willing to wait. I already have passed before on it. I passed on the version of Gohan that came with the Raditz. Like, I don't see why in maybe 2 or 3 years, when we get through the Cell arc, maybe go into the Buu, maybe we'll circle around back to the Saiyan armor or the Saiyan saga, and maybe we'll get that Gohan where he can take his hat on and off. Maybe we'll get that static version from Raditz and the static version from this one, and we can have an articulated figure where we can do both with it. So, like, I'm a patient guy. I don't have any FOMO for this one. If I miss it, I miss it. I don't know. I want to see more, and like, I'm fine with Tamashii announcing everything, but at the same time, like, I would rather than one day announce everything, like one day announce just the Goku and show us more pictures. What exactly is this going to come with? Because so far I see right here a relaxed hand, the smiling face, a fist. We've seen this body mold 1,000 times. Obviously the blowing hair is new, and then I want to see if this Gohan moves. And then maybe the next day do, you know, the Trunks, the Jiren, you know, and do it that way. So like, it's every day there's an excitement level of 4 or 5 days in a row of like, ooh, what are we gonna get? We get to see more from the figures, because you're not telling me when they took this photo that they set up just the Goku, took this one photo and then tore this thing down. They definitely did a lot more photos. Burgos, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for being here. This would be the only SDCC I would get. We don't have a Goku with the Turtle or McGee. Oh, okay. So it's the same body, just different patching. I mean, but I don't know. I think I would rather wait also, if this thing is $90, to wait to get the shoeless version of Goku, because I want that one to go up against my Raditz. I am surprised they didn't announce a One Piece, Naruto, or Bleach SDCC. I'm not personally. I mean, the big hitters at SDCC, the big hitters for SH Figuarts as a whole are Dragon Ball, Kamen Rider, and the Saint Seiya stuff. So One Piece isn't really as big as you think it is. Naruto is kind of gaining some steam, but it's definitely not there. And then I think, in my opinion, I think the Bleach stuff is starting to falter for who they're making. I mean, I've already seen every single figure that has come out, all general release, already on sale. So I don't think it's there, and I don't know if it will ever get the support that it needs to go backwards, which I think a lot of people want. So I'm not surprised on those. But also there is the chance to get NYCC stuff. So there was one surprise that we got super stuff, which I thought was cool. Jiren, probably the only Dragon Ball Super villain I liked, but we'll skip it still. I would say the one Dragon Ball Super villain I liked out of everything is I did enjoy Goku Black arc. It was probably my favorite arc from it. I still think the anime was done wrong, where we didn't get, like, the anime is not going with the manga, and I've heard everything post the anime that's happening in the manga right now is really, really good, and I would like to see that animated. And also giving them the time that they need, because I will tell you, it was really hard to watch Dragon Ball Super, not because of the lack of stakes and everything. Like, I thought the power tournament was ridiculous. And we're not going to get into semantics or personal things, but I think we can all agree on the fact that the animators did not have time, and it was probably one of the ugliest looking animes out there. We've seen by Tamashi's decision in the past, EE Saiyan's Awakening, Goku, and SDCC Gohan. They have often released figures and do updated versions right after. We might get a new base Goku in the future. Facts, for sure. Yeah, I mean, they usually take figures that have made before and then just like recolor them or put them in a different package. So I definitely agree there. Brad Hawk says, I'm super... pun intended, surprised 2/3 of the Dragon Ball figures are from Dragon Ball Super. I thought we'd get one, but surprised to see it is the majority. It's really nice to see that Dragon Ball Super is getting a resurgence, and I think, and we'll get into that. Like, I'll hold that thought for when we get to the first Dragon Ball Super one, because I don't want to jump ahead. I don't want to skip this one. I want to give it I don't want to give it its flowers, and then we'll move on. But I do have a comment which is really cool, but also I think it definitely nails down it definitely nails down a suspicion I have for Dragon Ball Super figures going forward. Chris Williams says, I personally love the Goku. In my opinion, Saiyan Raised on Earth looks like a Boo Saga Goku. The Saiyan Raised on Earth version of Goku is the Namek Saga version of Goku, I believe. I think it's when he fights like the Ginyu Force and stuff like that. So correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think that's the one. It's right after he trains with King Kai. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. I might be wrong, and please correct me, guys. I don't get that. The colors maybe, but based on I don't get that. The colors maybe, but he's based on early Z Goku. Yeah, he's definitely based on early Goku. I just want the shoeless version. I think that would work better. But I'm glad they didn't make that version as an exclusive. I don't want exclusive figures that you can only get the con. I don't care if it's a Goku. I don't care if it's a Trunks. I don't care if it's a Luffy. If you're going to make an exclusive at a con, please do some sort of color variation or something like that. That doesn't really matter. I think gatekeeping behind cons is really bad because it just spikes the price, and the only people that win is not the company. because they're a lot of people are going to be pissed at them. Not the true collector, because a lot of times most true collectors can't go to the cons. The only person that wins in that situation is flippers. Do something. Okay. With back-to-back years of only 3 Dragon Ball figures, I wonder if that's the new expansion versus the prior 4. Maybe. I mean, personally, I think they kind of do the 3 because they also do other things. And I think that 4th spot is taken by the Kakashi, which we'll talk about. But we'll see. Yo, how is your day going? How much would you guess the SS chunks would be? Iraq, my day is going great. It's been a busy month and stuff. Definitely a busy day yesterday. It was crazy. I forgot about it. My daughter graduated from kindergarten, so we had that going on, and I wouldn't make it back in time, and I didn't rush, and I didn't really have anything planned, so that's why we had to suspend it a day from Friday. Usually we stream on Fridays, like you guys know. I have been kicking around the ideas, and I want to ask you guys, like, what's the best day do you like to see streams? Do you like them on Saturdays? Do they work for you on Fridays? Or is there a better day you would rather stream? I just kind of do Fridays because we can kind of stay up a little later. And I don't have to worry about work in the morning. But I just kind of want to get your opinion on that. So let me know down in the chat, like, what is your favorite day to watch streams? 2/3 of SDCC from Super saves me money. Heck yeah, I'm right there with you. Mainly Gaming says, how much Dragon Ball Z do you think they will plan out from the existing seasons before the new Dragon Ball series comes out, where they all get shrunken again? So are you talking about, like, how much Dragon Ball Z do you think they'll have planned out? Dragon Ball Z, no matter the super or superhero or all of that, Dragon Ball Z is their main hitting. Like, that is what pretty much everybody collects. Even if you're a Dragon Ball Super collector or not, or a GT collector, most everybody collects Z, so they're going to have that. You're probably going to get a figure every 3 months, with mixed in with Daima, the new Dragon Ball series coming out, and all of that. But I would probably say next year, because the newest version of Pan for GT is coming out in January of 2024, I think. And with that release, we're not going to get another Dragon Ball Z figure until next year in 2025. I would expect maybe 3 premium Bandai exclusives and maybe 2 or 3 general releases. So you're going to have plenty of Dragon Ball Z, but Daima is definitely going to be sprinkled in there. So if you're ready for that anime, you're going to have figures that you can buy alongside. Thanks for the correction. Hey, no problem, Chris. I think I'm right. Nobody corrected me, so I'm assuming I'm right. Iraq, yes, I need bad. Brad Hawk says Shoeless is one I thought could be a con variant. It definitely is a questionably significant change. I don't know. I wouldn't want to see Shoeless a con exclusive, just because it is a true variant. Like, you're not gonna have the boots on, you're gonna have the feet. He doesn't have the blue underneath his gi. It's just his straight skin. So I personally would like that one to be a general release, and I think it would sell very, very well. Please be $90. Nobody wants this figure to be $90, but I'm gonna put $90 on this one, and I'd be surprised if I'm wrong. $75 I think is a good price point, to be fair, but I don't think they're gonna do that. Action Figure says, hello Snook, sorry I'm late. Hey, no problem, thank you for being here. Don't worry that you're late. Totally forgot about the SDCC Kashi, but we'll probably skip. Don't love the bright colors. Yeah, for sure. I'm watching the Mavericks game with my dad. Oh, dope. Well, go enjoy time with your dad, man. The VOD's gonna be available. You can watch it later if you want to. We stream all the time, like every 2 weeks, so absolutely, like, go enjoy time with your dad. Those are precious years. All right, so let's move on to the next one. This is going to be the Trunks. This is the Dragon Ball Super version of Trunks. I believe this is the reprint from the Goku Plaque arc. Let me know what you guys think, but personally, I think this is ugly. Shoeless Goku with a special beam cannon effect similar to the Android Trump. The handpiece would be sick. Brad, don't even get me dreaming, brother. That would be awesome. So this is the first of the Dragon Ball Super SH Figuarts we have seen in a long time. It is nice for Tamashii to actually get some Dragon Ball Super figures back in the lineup for everybody to enjoy. I just think they could have done something better. I don't like the sheen. I don't think just making a figure that's been made before and putting a glossy purpley coat on it is acceptable, and changing the hair mold. I can't remember if that's the original type of hair or if they changed it back to that translucent like they've been doing on almost every single figure. But I don't like the fact that they, in my opinion, for Dragon Ball Super collectors, like this kind of just spits at them. Like, I don't think this is needed for a collection. If you like it, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. And I'm happy that Dragon Ball Super collectors are getting a figure. Like, it's been forever since they've actually came out with a Dragon Ball Super. I think the last mainline anime Dragon Ball Super figure to come out, not counting the Ultra Instinct Goku or any re-release, it was before all the Dragon Ball Super superhero stuff. So like, we're finally getting that, and this is what they get. I'm personally disappointed. Mainly Gaming said, I agree with Brad's comments of having a special beam cannon that will go through Shoeless Goku. You're playing with my heart there, Brad. Stop it. Chris Williams says, I'm fine with the first release of Trunks. Okay. Ball of Cheese, hello, what I miss? We talked about, we hit a new goal of 1,700 subscribers on the channel. That was really cool. Really wanted to thank you guys. We talked, and then we just got done talking about the SDC version of Goku with Nimbus. That's all you've missed. The VOD will be up, so if you want to go back to those conversations, you can definitely hit that up. Person Who Exists says, this Trunks kind of surprised me. The glossy finish is something I never expected, but I might get him because I don't have a Dragon Ball Super Trunks. But I'd get the other two over him for sure. Also, I really hope he comes with a base head and the Sword of Hope. I doubt it. I doubt this one will come with the Sword of Hope. I think this is going to be a pretty baseline, like $50 figure. I mean, you'll get your hands, you'll get your face plates, you'll get your sword, all of that stuff, but I don't think you're going to get the whole get him up just like the original release. But, I mean, I could be wrong. E-Rock says, I want that Trunks 2 looks badass. Hey, man, that's awesome. If you enjoy this figure, that's awesome. And, like, I just wish they would have gave us something a little bit better. This sheen reminds me from the very first version of Kaioken Goku, where it was, like, that purpley shiny. And it's nice we're getting super figures. Hate what they did to Future Trunks and Super. Maybe the easiest skip for me ever. Looks outdated and the paint is awful. Bros, this does look, I mean, it does look a little outdated. It's not horribly outdated. It's not like the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that came out last year with the Ghost Goku. It's not that dated. It's only a couple years old, maybe 2018, 2019, maybe 2020, around those kind of years. So it's not super old. It still looks like a very good figure. I'm not jiving with the sheen on it, but a lot of people seem to enjoy it, and that's all that matters. Like, the opportunity is here for Dragon Ball Super collectors. If you don't have this Trunks, I'm pretty sure he's fairly expensive, so it gives an opportunity to kind of get a new Trunks for their Super collection. But what are your guys' thoughts on what this figure is going to cost? We'll go through some chat while you guys get those comments in, but I'm kind of curious of what you guys think this figure is going to cost. E-Rock says, at least he looks good in Super Saiyan, though. He does look good in Super Saiyan. I didn't get this Trunks in the past, so I may get this version, but it's nothing crazy. If you own the prior it would be a pass. Yeah, for sure. If you have the original, there's no reason to get this, and unless you like the sheen of it. The sheen is, you know, if that's appealing to you, or if you're just a true completionist with your super line, you know, I don't blame you. This is the one I'm the most curious on. Accessories. Do we get all the same ones? He had a lot originally. Brad, I don't think so. I think you will only get the bare minimum. Hands, sword. I don't think you'll get the spirit sword, anything like that. I think he's going to be pretty slim pickings for what you get. I don't think it's going to be a 1-for-1 match. And this kind of goes back to my thought of like, I'd rather if you take an entire day, announce this trunks with a bunch of pictures so we know what we're going to get, so we can get in our minds and be like, okay, I need this, I need the Jiren, I need the Goku, I need the Kakashi, and then you can kind of mentally prepare yourself for that big payday. Because like, I think the last 2 years, because they've released stuff that I needed, I think the last 2 years was like $200 or $300, and that's a big drop. Adam Carr said, "Sup everybody?" What's going on, Adam? Thank you for being here. Mars said, Mars is in the house. What's going on, Mars? Thank you for being here. If you want to hear Mars's input, he did make a video on his channel, so go over there, check out his takes. He did make a video. I don't think it's too horribly long. He goes over everything about SDCC. Anyone else feel like the head sculpt is too large? I think it's the angle. Like, that's the thing, is like getting multiple pictures of something to see, like, it could be just the way that the camera morphed it or whatever. I think it looks fine. I don't think it bothers me at all. Chris Williams says, this is the perfect opportunity to give us the perfect self figure. I do think that's coming. I would be surprised if it's not a premium Bandai, but I do not think they will make that re-release a con exclusive. Con exclusives are kind of designed for like this kind of stuff, like reprints. Brad says all con variants probably feel outdated since they're 2+ years old. Yeah, for sure. All of them are. That Trunks mid. Well, it's your opinion, buddy. Like, I definitely understand. Mars says he's $60 to $70. This is what he's expecting this figure to be. Without the Sword of Hope and the base head, I could see him costing more than 80. Okay. Yeah, head sculpt looks big, but I hope it's the pose that makes it look that way. Yeah, I'm sure it's probably the pose. I would like to see more pictures to really make sure what's going on. That Trunks should be replaced with Deborah. Dude, we need a Deborah, but we got to get through the Cell art. We need second form Cell. We need a reprint of Perfect Cell. So we will get there someday, but you know, it's probably the same price range as Majin Vegeta last year. Yeah, he was 75 last year, wasn't he? 75, but depends on accessories. Drop those likes. Thank you, Mars. Perfect Cell has to be a general release. If Frieza and Super Buu were, only makes sense. So only 2 forms of Frieza were general release. I think second form Cell will be a premium Bandai. And I think Perfect Cell might be a general release. Mainly Gaming says SH Figuarts has been killing my wallet this year. I'm glad I get to skip them all this time around. Yeah, dude, they kill me every year too, for sure. So somebody says they think it's going to be in line with the Majin Vegeta, which is $75 last year. I could see that. I don't think if it comes with everything this figure came with before, the Spirit Sword, the whole gamut, I could probably see this being a $90 figure. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be a little bit slimmed down. And you do need to remember the Majin Vegeta also came with the aura. The aura with the lightning behind him, those auras alone are about $25. I don't think he's going to come with that. So personally, I think he will be around the $65 mark. I would like to see him a little bit cheaper, around the 60, 55. I don't think Tamashii is going to give up that money, that free money, because people that see this figure have already decided if they're going to get it. So 65 sounds about right to me. If it does come with a little bit more, I could see it up to that 90. But I do think that Goku is going to be 90, and they have usually like one $90 figure and then some 75s and some 60s. So $65 sounds right to about me, but we'll have to wait and see what exactly happens. But I just want to take a moment and thank everybody for being here. If you like the stream or enjoy your time on this channel or the time on the Discord, please do me a huge favor putting a like on the video. It helps out the channel and we can grow together and collect together by you helping out the channel by hitting that like. So let's go down to the next figure. This is going to be the next Dragon Ball Super figure, and it is a Jiren. Yo, what's up, man? Hope it's all good. Justin, we are good, brother. Thank you for being here, man. We are good. We've already talked about 2. We've got a couple more, I feel like. Jonathan Animates, what up, man? Thank you so much for being here. Should have been Deborah. Deborah's gonna be a couple years, brother. That's my number 1 pick. I wanted Deborah. But we got to talk about Jiren right now. What are your guys' thoughts of this Jiren? So this is going to be the full power version of Jiren. The last version that came out against the Ultra Instinct Goku, or the Master Ultra Instinct Goku. Brad Hawk says Jiren is my top pick. This is the most anticipated. I think he looks great. Like waist up. I don't like the shiny pants. Again, it's kind of like that gloss, and it's kind of weird because like with Trunks, they went head to toe with him with the shiny. This is just waist down. I think this looks better than the Trunks in my opinion because they didn't do the shiny all over. But again, I just don't feel like, is this necessary, to be honest? He has hockey pants. It does look like hockey, doesn't it? That's hilarious. Jonathan Animate says, I'm so happy I'm going to LA for the summer. And since my cousin also collects, he might go to SDCC and it will be my first time. Jonathan, that's awesome. That'd be so cool. That's always been a dream of mine, maybe going to San Diego and going to SDCC. I think I would probably have a better luck going to NYCC. But that's really cool. Definitely, if you have the chance to go, definitely mark that, you know, take plenty of pictures, enjoy your time there, because that's almost sometimes like a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That sounds super awesome, Jonathan. Brad says, they definitely want this to match with the tutorial or re-release of Ultra Instinct. Oh, got you. I could see that. That makes sense. That makes sense. This figure is cool, but don't really like him as a character, though. I mean, I can get that. I thought he was a little bit weak of a character. I know a lot of people liked him. It just seemed like because they recreated how Broly is, this kind of character felt like that Z slip-in of Broly. I don't care for him that much, but the fight was cool, even though it was all done at the end. If I do. Hey, think positive. Think positive. A person who exists says, I love the paint, especially the matte finish of the skin. I don't really like using my Dragon Stars Jiren as a replacement, so this one would be a great addition. Hey man, yeah, for sure. Like, if you don't have a Jiren, if you don't have final fight version of Jiren, this is your opportunity to grab one. I cannot fault anybody for that, because that version of Jiren has been out for several years now, and it's probably expensive, and you have to go to, you know, eBay or Mercari to try to get it. And, you know, this one, I do expect to be another expensive one. I'll pick up Goku. Yeah, I think a lot of people are definitely on that, train to pick up that Goku, Jonathan. So you're not the only one. Bro says, if the pants had been painted differently, I would have given it a lot, though, about adding it to my collection. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to make it special. They're not trying to just reprint figures, and I understand that, and I appreciate that. So you could, because I've been collecting for so long with these SH Figuarts, like, you could show me a box, or you could show me a figure, and I could tell where you got it or what con it was for. So having that notoriety for I got this at SDCC 2024 makes it stand out rather than them just reprinting it. And I do agree that waist up, the matte finish on his body looks really cool. How much stuff is he gonna come with is another question. Is it gonna be a full, like, everything you got in that original release you get in this one, but it's recolored? And I do like that the fact is not only are we getting Jiren, but we got Trunks as well. So 2 super figures that we're getting. That has been a really long time since we've actually gotten a Dragon Ball Super figure. And I feel like those Dragon Ball Super collectors deserve some figures. And what in the hell has Tamashii been doing? I'm going to catch up with the comments and then I'm going to go into that point I mentioned earlier. Yeah, I definitely want to go because Nashville Comic-Con is... Oh, hey, I mean... Casey, I mean, we have Planet Comic-Con here and it's kind of lackluster. I mean, I'm a big comic collector. And that's mainly what it is for. But they don't have a lot of this stuff. So mainly my shopping is online, which is kind of lackluster. But he didn't have much of a personality, just all powerful. Yep, that original Z Broly. Balachi says definitely picking up that Goku and maybe the Trunks since I don't have the OG. Heck yeah, man. This is a great opportunity if you do not have these figures. And you don't mind the shiny paint job or the decision that they made here. This is a great opportunity for you to grab them at retail. X-Fury Avenue says, yeah, I don't care for Super that much. My favorite part, it's probably the Battle of the Gods part and Hit. Hit was pretty cool. I would agree with that. Konamari Studios 2, what's going on? Thank you for being here. The Goku is $45. The OG release, I mean. The OG release of Goku. Which one are you talking about? Which Goku was $45? Like the OG, like original, like back in the day? Like the 3rd or 4th figure to ever come out? Adam says, I remember the Jiren articulated very well, and he could be the difference for... and that could be the difference for some. Yeah, I mean, I think this figure had no issues. I think they did really, really good with this figure. So I definitely understand there. I'm going with my dad to Dallas Comic-Con in June. Dope. That sounds awesome. Well, definitely enjoy your time at Comic-Con. Any Comic-Con that you can go to, you know, the cosplay stuff is cool. Whatever celebrities you can get to go there is pretty cool. And then just finding some rare stuff like comic books, collections, Funko Pops. These types of figures are sometimes there depending on what vendors go. A lot of times, sometimes they have game stuff there too. So enjoy your time. Every time I'm able to go to Kansas City Comic-Con, it's definitely a blast. You know, someone gonna buy it and place it for $400. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna buy all their stuff. And just to remind you, and I know we have more people in here than last time I said this, so I'm going to repeat it. So if you were here earlier, you already heard me say this. You are going to have a chance to probably get these every year since 2020, since COVID happened, where they couldn't do San Diego Comic-Con in person. They put these figures on Premium Bandai. Every year post that, they've had the con in person, and then a week or two after the con ends, they put them on Premium Bandai for release in February or March. So I don't see that stopping. Now, there is a chance that it could stop, but I don't think that's going to be a plausible thing for Tamashii to do because they're not going to want to lose out on that money. So don't worry, you're going to have a chance to grab these from Premium Bandai, or I'm sure probably an import site has them if you want to go there. So you're going to have a chance, so don't freak out. You're going to have a chance to grab these. So don't go to those third parties where they're going to list them for $400. I know it's hard to fight. It's like, well, if I don't get it, my collection will suffer. Just take a breath. It'll be fine. You'll be able to get it. And also be on the Discord if you're not part of the Discord. Join the Discord. You're able to meet a ton of people that collect. You can ask questions. A lot of people are helpful over there. If you're looking for a specific piece, we can kind of help you search around. I've got a mod on there that's Cat. He's really great at helping and posting things with me that go live and all that. I'm looking to add more mods to the channel to help with keeping up with the releases and stuff. So join that. I mean, if you're worried about getting pieces or looking for something, that's a great opportunity to join. I want to get at least one Figuarts. Which one? Like, hopefully there's something good. Oh, you want to get a Figuarts at the con? That'd be cool. That'd be kind of neat if that's the thrill of it, and that's what I kind of miss for what I used to collect before. And I kind of have that still with comics whenever I go to a comic book store I haven't been to. Like if I'm looking for an old issue of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, or some back issue like Lethal Protector, the 2021 release. I am missing issue number 4. That's it from all 3 of the runs of Lethal Protector. So drumming up that excitement for me to like find that in person is really exciting. I don't get that anymore collecting these figures because nobody carries them around me. So it's almost like I'm stuck to Kappa Hobby or Big Bad. I mean, and they're like Nin Game and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of good opportunities to pick up stuff, but you know, you kind of run into the excitement not being in there and be like, yay, I got this. I'm able to get it, which is cool, adding to your collection, but it kind of takes the hunt. And that's why I don't do a lot of hunt videos, because there's nothing to hunt around here. Brad Hawk says the first year online was a nightmare with crashes, but they worked out fine since then. Agreed, they'll do it again. Yeah, for sure. The uncertainty definitely makes small cons exciting. Very kind of like going to a Blockbuster hosting something is in stock. Yeah, like that's the great thing. And I mean, and they have plenty of things in stock. There's always something probably in a booth that you see that you want that you didn't even think you wanted. So cons are great for that. So that is really, really cool. So let's go ahead. The other thing I want to mention, I'll get into my point that I mentioned earlier. I don't think I covered it. So it's really cool that we're getting Dragon Ball Super stuff for this con. The thing that worries me, and to me, in my head, and please shoot this back at me if this makes sense or if I'm crazy, but the fact that we're getting 2 re-releases that have been out before, just recolored of Super, with no new molds, no new characters, no inclination that they're gonna move forward with this line, I think this kind of buries Super as Figuarts. I think the collection stuff is done. I think they have taken the hint of where Super ended and how that happened, and we already got the Jiren, we got the Ultra Instinct Goku, and I think they're moving on. I think they're taking 2 figures that they had before, repainting and putting out, kind of sparking that Super stuff out, but I think they're doing a hard pass on Super and moving straight to Daima. So these 2 releases kind of make me go back and think about that, and I'm like, well, they're not making anything new, so they're just going to reprint stuff, and makes me think that they're gearing up and using all this time to make Piccolo, Vegeta, Goku, Gohan, all of them in Daima form. And I think you're going to see the passing of the guard, that they are truly passing from Super, kind of starting the GT stuff and going into Daima stuff. So I think this is probably going to be one of the last Super figures you're going to probably see in a long time, which is unfortunate. I would like to see them make more Super figures, but I think this is probably the end of Super for the time being, in case they bring the anime back. But I think they're doing a full shift into Daima territory, and I think they're doing the GT stuff as well. So I definitely think this is probably a changing of the guard, a last-ditch effort to get some Super stuff out there. But let me know, what's your thoughts? I mean, does that make sense at all, or am I just kind of pulling this out of left field? Action Figuarts says, did you pre-order the pan? I did not. I thought $65 was a little steep. And I'm trying not to go down GT at all. I have the only GT figures I have is I have Super Saiyan 4 Goku and I have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and that is it. I don't have any of the other ones. Brad Hawk says, I could see a few more super revisits, but with Diamond and GT, etc., it will be less. I could see Vegeta Blue from the TOP, perhaps. Depends on how popular Daima gets. For sure. If Daima like flatlines, then I could see them maybe going back, because there's plenty of manga to cover in Super, but I don't think that's the case. Toriyama was very excited to work on this project, very hands-on before his passing. I think he's really, really excited for that um that opportunity for that. So if I would be very surprised if it's not at least decent. They've just got to get the animation right. They got to give the studio time. They cannot just shove out garbage. Kind of like what the Dragon Ball Super last half of the anime was. Like, there'd be good episodes and then just crap episodes, animation wise. So they got to give them time. Like, calm down. There's not too many more characters to make from Super that will sell too well, honestly. For sure. Like, is the popularity still there for Super? Or if people kind of just left? Person exists. If only companies were allowed to adapt manga content, the Dragon Ball Z line would be thriving. Dragon Ball Super line. Yeah, for sure. Like, I know there's people out there with Ultra Ego's version of Vegeta. They want Moro. They want all these other characters. Granola. Like, I just don't think they're going to do it. Dadam says, especially Moro and Granola. Hey, look at that. I haven't been made into the anime yet. Yeah, and I would like them to revisit the anime because I've heard that of all the stories ever told in Super, like everything, when they stopped after Broly, like all the good stuff starting with Broly and going forward. So Toppo would do well. Toppo would be a cool character. And so with Destro, I think that's his name, the rabbit. He would be kind of a cool figure. Like, there are cool ones they could do, but would they sell? That's the thing. All right, let's move on to the next one. I think we're kind of out of the Dragon Ball stuff. We are into the Naruto stuff. I'm not sure how many people in here are big onto Naruto. I personally love it. I kind of want to start dabbling in a little bit more Naruto content just because I love it. I kind of want to talk about it. This is the new Kakashi coming out. This is going to be the Kakashi top 99 version of Kakashi. I really absolutely hate how Tamashii is doing the Naruto Shippuden line, the young Naruto line, which kind of encompasses themselves, which is fine, but then also doing this side project with 99. Minato, Itachi, although those are 99, this one's 99, but then also you have Sage Naruto coming out that's not 99. So it's like they're splitting their fan base of like what versions. I don't need two Kakashis. I've got one. He works for pre-time skip and post-time skip. If I need another one, I'll just buy one of those. Like, I don't need this top 99 stuff. I'm fine if they take the top 99 as an inspiration of what characters to make, but making a completely separate line for this is ridiculous to me. I do not like it. And I am in that position where it's like, I want a Minato, but I don't want the top 99 version. I want the anime version. So do I wait, or do I just go ahead and get it and maybe replace it later? But then at that point, do I want two Minatos? So it's a sticky situation with the Naruto stuff. And I personally, I think it looks great. It's straight out of that panel from the top 99. I just not going to get this. And it's mainly because I don't want to support it, because I want it to die. I want them to stop doing this. Go back to just making Dragon Ball, or go stop this. Go back to making just the Naruto figures, like with Pain and Sage Naruto coming out. Like, go back to that. Do the anime stuff. I don't care to recreate the damn poster with this stuff. Like, I just don't need another Kakashi. It's fine. Move on. If you're gonna give me a Kakashi, give me one where he has his Susanoo or something different. But I digress. I don't know if you guys are Naruto collectors. Kind of wanted to rant about that a little bit. I absolutely hate the 99. It makes no sense. Just use the 99 as an inspiration. Stop giving us two Kakashis, two Sakuras, two Narutos. Like, we don't need it. Move on. Sorry. I got a little ranty there. Let's see, where are we at in the comments? There's person who just says, if only companies were allowed to adapt manga. Oh, I already read that one. Where are we at? The rabbit was Daispo. I don't know how to say his name. I'll be excited about Naruto. I'm excited about it through you. Maybe I will dabble into it at some point. Brad, it is absolutely great. It really is. I will be honest, and I feel like I'm honest when it comes to my perception anime. I absolutely love Naruto. I think it is one of the best animes out there. It does get a little shaky at the end, and they kind of retcon stuff, and it gets a little sloppy. So they didn't stick the landing, but what true series ever sticks the landing, to be honest? Chris Williams says should have been the first Hokage. He's coming, man. He's coming for sure. I want a first Hokage. I want a God, I cannot think of his name right now. I'm blanking. Sinju. I would love that. The second Hokage, third Hokage. I want all of them, but I don't want them in this crap. Brad Hawk says it's hard because you want to support the line to tell Tamashi you like Naruto but you may not like these ones. I remember you mentioned in prior videos about disliking the 99. Yes. Yeah, I'm very vocal about this 99 thing. I just don't know how they do that measuring. Like, is the 99 sales of Naruto in with the baseline? So that's a one number. If they make like 5 characters, like I'll probably get the Itachi because I could just either throw the Kakana away or leave it in the box and it's still Itachi. But are they using that metric to see how the Naruto line is doing next to the 99 line? Like, I'm not sure. But also at the same time, stop. Like, we already got a Sakura, we already got a Kakashi, we already got a Naruto. Move on. Like, just move on. Do somebody else. Action Figure Avenue says, I want Pain. You are getting Pain. It is coming. They teased it when they announced Sage Naruto. I mentioned it in my video if you guys haven't watched it. If you're not a Naruto fan, it's fine. I talk about the Sage Naruto in that live stream when they showed off Sage Naruto coming. They showed a hint of Pain coming to the SH Figuarts line. And yes, his Katsuki cloak will be soft goods. So, all right, so let's move on to the next one. That's kind of, I think it looks good. I think it's better than the shiny stuff, but it's still 99. And I think the last one, man, we're on the last release. This doesn't excite me at all. I do like Godzilla. I don't mind the new movies. They're kind of just like a popcorn flick. I don't take them too serious. This looks like, to me, if you guys are Godzilla fans out there, let me know. But this kind of looks like the original release, just in a color form, not that black and white one. And I think it looks cool. I think the monster lines is really interesting, especially when they make the monster line and they mix it with the like animes when they did like Blue Eyes White Dragon and stuff. So the monster arts lines are pretty cool. But Godzilla's coming. I don't know if you guys are interested in this at all. I'm really not, but I think it looks cool. Yeah, they literally basically remaking every Naruto figure. They for sure are, with the dumb 99 thing. And the fact that the 99 stuff is printed all over the damn figure. So, but, I mean, you guys have any thoughts about Godzilla? I mean, honestly, like, I'm just not excited about this one. Cat Cole, what's up? I'm here now. Thank you for being here, buddy. We literally just got through all of the SDCC stuff. Yeah, it looks cool. Anybody gonna buy it? I'm not. All right, so Red Hawk says, big Godzilla fan, but I don't dabble much into the recent figures. Only thing I've gotten at all recently is the -1 statue. Did a video for Monster Art, seems to have crazy pricing. Yeah, they're pretty expensive because they're pretty big. And I have not seen -1 yet, J-1. I do want to see that. I've heard it's fantastic. I haven't seen it. Don't really care about it. I totally understand. Oh, nice. I'm really going to go out of my way to get any of them. I can't see because that ding heart. Oh, nice. I'm not really going out of my way to get any of them. Yeah, I definitely understand that. The Goku's probably the big one for me. And I don't like how YouTube puts the chat with the heart right there because I can't see the bottom comment. Drives me nuts. It's the best Godzilla movie in my opinion. Really? I've heard it's really, really good. I also really want to see -1. Yeah, I definitely want to see it as well. Cat Cult said it is really good. Awesome. Another thing I want to talk about, we kind of went to the SDCC stuff already. But there are some new stuff coming. Tamashii store in New York, and of course around the world, they are getting some new figures. This is going to be a Chainsaw Man figure. They're classifying it as a best selection. So I don't think this is going to be the full release of Chainsaw Man. I think it's going to be a little bit slimmer down version, maybe a little bit cheaper, maybe around the $35-$40 mark. But Tamashii store is getting exclusives. One of them is going to be this Chainsaw Man best selection. What is the difference though? I think it's just going to be a more affordable version. I think it's going to be exactly the same. It's just going to be a little bit more affordable, like not have all the goodies and stuff. The Chainsaw Man release makes no sense. I mean, they've done it before, because like I've seen in like on Reddit and stuff, and they are making the Sanji and the Zoro and putting them at Walmart and making them on $35, but it doesn't come with everything from like the $70 versions. So they're making like the same figure but putting less in it. Like, I would be surprised if this figure is $35 and everything you get is right here. Like this, it's like a baseline. There's no swappable parts. It's a marketing thing to kind of get people under the radar, to get like, oh, I want Chainsaw Man. Oh, he's $70. I don't know about SH Figuarts, so I'm going to skip it. Oh, this thing's only $30. Yeah, I'll snag it. And then they have it. They're like, this thing's really cool. And then that's how they kind of get you in the door. And then all of a sudden turn around and be like, hey, you know, you got Chainsaw Man, right? And they're like, Makima's coming out. She's $80. And it's like, oh, I have to have that. So like, there is a strategy there. But I would, to me, it's going to be that like cheaper version of a Chainsaw Man. Red Hawk says, looks cool, but I haven't read Chainsaw Man either. You haven't read it? Oh, it's great, man. It's absolutely, you can get right now, you can get the box set 1. I think it's still on sale, but you can get all 11 volumes for $60, and that is all of part 1. Excellent read. I'm on volume 14 right now, so absolutely go, like, you should read it for sure. And for $60 for 11 volumes, or if you read it digitally, you can get it with your subscription to Shonen Jump. So it's really cool. It gets so crazy. I cannot wait for a lot of the fights and stuff to be shown in the anime. Person who says, I'm really excited for that Chainsaw Man, but I really like the articulated mouth on the original release. I'm not sure if I should get this one or the original. Personally, I would get the original. If you can swing the money, if you can get, I think he's like 75. Like, I don't think he's horrible. But if you can, you get more stuff with him, and he's going to have the articulated mouth and stuff like that. So I personally, if you can afford it, do that. If you're looking more budgeting, this one wouldn't be bad. But this is also a Tamashii store exclusive. So you're going to have to go to the Tamashii store or have something in the New York area. Because I think that's the only permanent store in the United States is in literally Times Square in New York. So if you have a hookup there, you could get it. It's going to cost you shipping and all that, but they might do it on the website too. So he comes with barely anything to begin with. That's what's confusing. Yeah, they're just marking it down to sell it out. Bro, the Chainsaw Man came with like 5 things anyway, and there's like all hands. True that. They definitely trying to hook you up with entry figures. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a good idea to do entry figures, to get like your big sellers to be entry. But like, I understand, like, and I think this goes into the JJK line too, is like the last figures we've seen from them was a Gojo and a Geto in their school uniforms from season 2, but they were $90 a piece, and I don't think they sold well because we have not heard anything from JJK since then. I don't know if they didn't sell well, so they're starting to like put those on the back burner, like we're not going to touch this line for a while, or they're just drumming up ideas to revisit that when the anime comes back and the anime comes back in 2025 or whatever. I'm not sure, but like they definitely can undercut themselves for doing a lot of that stuff. I want the dingy SH figure. He's only $58 on Amazon. I know. He has been in my cart and then out of my cart and then in my cart and out of my cart a couple times. I only have power right now out of the Chainsaw Man ones. But I want to get Denji. I want to get Chainsaw Man. I really want that Makima. But I'm trying to be smart. They sold quite well out of the stock quickly. Yeah, I mean, they sold well because it was hot. Like, I remember when when My Hero Academia was hot, everybody was all about it. Now nobody seems to care because season 7 just started. I remember when Demon Slayer was the hottest thing on the market. Everybody was watching it, but now like the new season started and it seems like nobody cares. Like, I think there's a big audience still, but it's just not as volatile and not as mainstream as it used to be. I think a lot of people have fallen off. Yeah, the Chainsaw Man figure wave was kind of weird. Every figure was like 70 and there was no like hook to starting point, no $35 figure. Yeah, I think they've kind of learned that recently with the $35 figures, like making Luffy and SH, like the SH Figuarts line, and then like every character followed gives a faceplate and adds to that character. I think it's a good model, but also could backfire. Because like for me, I love Luffy, but I wanted his iconic face with the big smile, his eyes squinted, with his hand on the back of his head and all that. But that faceplate came with Yamato. I'm not in that arc. I'm not even close to that arc. And I didn't want to spend $90 just for a faceplate for my Luffy. So it can be like really great for people that collect One Piece, because it's like, oh my God, I get all these things. And it's like an added like sweet bonus. It's like, you know, it's like when you had a Lunchable as a kid and you had the little crunch bar, you had that little chocolate in there. It's like a little treat, something extra in it, but like it could be a really expensive additive. So I have the money for the Denji right now. Should I cop for $50? For $58, absolutely. I think for $58 that Denji is a steal, because I think he's like 70. So you're saving like $10 plus Amazon if you have free shipping for Prime. The only thing that's gonna get you is tax and stuff. But I think $58 is pretty cheap for that figure. I just haven't done it because I want the Gambit Mafex. I'm gonna grab the Rogue that's been teased. So Blues Boy Cinema is back. He says, I like Chainsaw Man. Yeah, dude. It's a great figure. I want to get the original release though, so I hope they reprint that one. Action Figure out in Uzbeks. What's up, buddy? All right, so here's the next one, Josh. I know this one will be big for you. Tamashi Store exclusive. This is a Anya Forger alternative color version of her, I think in her jammies. I don't know if this is a jammy dress or if this is another dress she had from a specific episode. This is exclusive to the Tamashi Store. So I expect this to be the exact same price as the original release, which I think was like $55, so it's not too bad. It's a Tamashi Store exclusive, so if you have a hookup in New York, this is coming to it. I think this is really great. I think this is what alternatives and con exclusives and all of that should be. I think it should be color variations. It's not like they put the black version of her dress as the general release and then her school golden uniform as the exclusive. I think that is where it mixes up and gets a little shady, where it's like, well, I can't get that figure, or I don't have a hookup, but it's still a key piece. Like, I think this is the perfect thing for them to do that. It's just a color change, but a lot of people want it, and it's like, I'm okay with this kind of stuff. That is what she wears outside of school, just a different color. Okay. If you haven't seen Spy Family, by the way, this is Anya from Spy Family. I don't know who has watched it. Very, very cute, very, very funny. She is absolutely hilarious. So give it a watch. Also, if I were to get Denji right now, he would come in on Thursday or Friday. Heck yeah, man. Do it. For sure. If you want the figure, I feel like that's a pretty decent price. Like I said, I've been sitting on it. I might get it. I don't know. All right, the next one is, this is, like, again, everything we're talking about right now is the Tamashi Store exclusive stuff coming soon. This is the Figuarts Zero. This is more of a statue. Naruto Uzumaki Rasengan. Pretty cool. It's a special coloring. I think the gold is normally blue. So, again, a color change. So, that's that. There's that coming. I'll probably get it after the stream. Heck yeah, dude. And the last thing is going to be the Tamashii Store exclusive Tamashii Stage Dragon Ball version. This is I think the exact same figure that they put out on the Tamashii Store before. It's the Young Goku. I think I have it. I don't know if it's close to me at all. This is the same figure. It just comes with the dragon stand. So if you had the store exclusive of the Kid Goku before, which is this is a specialty version. It's a store limited edition. It's coming only to the store, has the Dragon Ball stand. Probably going to be a little bit more expensive because they were charging like $20 just for the stand. So this is probably going to be a really expensive figure. The statue of Naruto is basically a manga version of Naruto's chakra is yellow in the manga. Oh, okay. I appreciate that. So that is the four. The Chainsaw Man, the Anya, the Naruto, and the Dragon Ball Goku. Kid Goku from Dragon Ball is going to be Tamashii Store exclusive. So go out and grab your stuff. So if you have a hookup, anybody in New York that you want, go ahead and pick that up. Let's go ahead and talk about, I haven't made a video on it. I don't know how, like, are you guys big onto GT? Are you guys big GT fans? Are you interested in it at all? I don't know if I should waste my time doing videos if you guys aren't interested in it. But let's talk about this for a little bit. Let's go over to this. So they announced Pan and Gil coming to SH Figuarts. This is the first look of Pan. I absolutely love the look of this Pan. I think she looks really cool. Gil is really cute down here, little tiny guy. I think this one aesthetically, this is what when I think of Pan, this is the version of Pan I think of. I don't think of the Dragon Ball Superhero version. I do like the version of Pan. This is going to come out in January of 2025. Just to let you guys know, it is a next year figure. Pre-orders are open right now on the Discord. I'll drop a affiliate link, so if you want to pick up from Premium Bandai, help support the channel. We're affiliated with Premium Bandai. We just kind of get a percentage kickback if you want to pick it up through there. I'll drop the link in on the community tab and also in the Discord whenever I get it. But she is going to be $60. So she's gonna be $60 plus your $10 shipping plus whatever tax. So she's probably gonna be around $75 to truly pay for her out the door. Of course, you can go to your third-party sites if you want to. You can get them wherever. But let's see. X-Ray actually, I love GT. Cat Colsa a decent bit. I enjoy it. Mixed on GT. Brad says. A person who exists is, I really like GT, plan on getting the trio, the main villains, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta I might get. And the Para brothers, of course. I don't remember them. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I wanted to like, oh, hold on, Bubba. Hold on 1 second, guys. My son came down to get his water. And I wanted to like GT. The Black Star arc was just so bad I couldn't make it through. I definitely understand that. I feel like Super Saiyan 4 Goku came out, time passed. Super Saiyan 4 came out, time passed. And then now all of a sudden, boom, GT Kid Goku, Trunks, Pan, Super Saiyan, all back to back. Yeah, I think they went into GT pretty hard. I think their numbers to start with Goku and to start with Vegeta is, I feel like, a bad take on if you're trying to gauge the popularity of a franchise. Because I'll do a video about Goku, it'll be like the 5th Walker. Go. Here you go, Bubba. Go upstairs. I forgot what I was saying. To start with a Goku and a Vegeta and kind of doing that kind of stuff where you are trying to gauge the engagement of the line, those give you false numbers because everybody's going to buy a Goku, everybody's going to buy a Vegeta, and when I do a video on a Goku, it can be the 15th video, and it still does really well, but if I do a side character or less known character, it doesn't do as well. So having those numbers on Goku and Vegeta, they could have done one of two things. Came out with Goku, stockpiled the money for GT so they could do less stuff, or they were trying to gauge of how popular that line would be with a Goku release, but I'm not completely sure. From what I have seen out, it seemed like a little bit of people were interested. I do have a poll on my channel. Let me pull that up real quick. I did a poll on my channel for the Super 17, and it didn't seem like for everybody that voted. Let me pull that up here. Because I did it for everybody. Maybe I didn't do it for 17. I did it for Trunks. 117 people voted. 78 people said they weren't going to get it. So I'm really curious on the actual legitimate like interest for this line. When I did the video for 17, it didn't seem like a lot of people were interested in that video. And I don't know if that's just by presenting or how I did the video, or if it's just the character as a whole. I'm on the fence on this Pan. I'm on the fence on the GT, maybe getting the main 3, and maybe Super 17. But again, like all 3 of those, Trunks, Pan, and Super 17, are all premium Bandai exclusives. They're all 70, 80, or 60 for Pan, 65 for Trunks, and I think 70 or something like that for Super 17. So like you're talking about roughly $300 for those 3 figures of somebody I may or may not want to get. I'm not completely sure. I don't know if I'm sold on this guy, but I think she looks cute. If you guys wanted me to do a true breakdown of this figure, yeah, definitely let me know. I can do a video on it, like my standard breakdown that we talk about everything it comes with. If you want to see that, just let me know, and I can do that. I haven't done it for the Trunks yet, but if you guys like to see it. So that's kind of what I want to talk about for the GT stuff. Exactly. Okay. Person Exists says exactly. They went all in. I wouldn't be surprised if another figure was announced in 2 months. Just a lot of at once, where even if you're interested, it's very saturated in a short time. Sprinkles of GT would be better in my opinion. I do agree as well. I want these figures to be general release and cheaper. So with the GT stuff, I just don't think it truly has the popularity to make it general release. So you're talking about making 10,000 units and hoping make sure all 10,000 sell. If they do premium Bandai and make them a little bit more expensive, they can do like a made to order. That's why, you know, when you pre-order something, like if you pre-order Pan now, it's May of 2024. You're not gonna get this figure until January. So they're opening the pre-order, they're getting the made to order, so they know how many exactly to make. So that way people that truly enjoy Pan get Pan. But, you know, I don't think this character would sell very well. And I think that Tamashii would lose money if they printed her and made her general release, because while it's easier for you to get a general release, it's not feasible or financially responsible to make a figure that maybe 20% of the Dragon Ball community will buy. So I'm just making that 20% up. I'm not saying that that's only people that are interested in this figure, but it just doesn't make sense to make her general release, in my opinion. I would pick these up if they were if they weren't P Bandai. The shipping price is really annoying. Yeah, they need to figure out the shipping. I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. I do not understand why premium Bandai is $10. I don't get that at all. Like, I don't understand why they can't figure out something like Big Bad Toy Store or Kappa Hobby. Kappa Hobby ships for free and 10% off of international shipping. And then you have Big Bad Toy Store with the pile of loot. So you could buy literally one figure or like 3 months or what was it, 90 days, 3 months worth of figures. It could be like 20 figures and it's still $4. So I don't understand why it's $10 flat and why they can't reduce that to like 5. Like 5 I think would be good. Like, I understand that, but the fact that they're like it's 10 when other companies are shipping out internationally and stuff and it's $4 or free or 10% off, like it just doesn't make sense as a Bandai company, like why these other companies are like slashing you in shipping prices. Gogeta is probably the only other general release. I would agree. Gogeta will probably be a general release for sure. If you put the fourth form Frieza, Ultimate Gohan, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and GT Pan on the shelf together, Pan is not moving at all. I imagine they could improve the shipping cost, but people still buy, so they don't bother. Similar to raising figure prices. Yeah, I mean, they're selling regardless, so why mess with it? And if it only costs them $5 to ship, but we're paying for 10, they're pocketing it. So I get that, I guess. I get that. All right. So I guess the last thing I want to mention, is I'm gonna pop over here real quick, guys. If you don't follow me over on Twitch, you can go over there and follow me if you want. I am going to probably try to start streaming one night a week over there. I've been really getting back into catching up and reading my my X-Men comics, and X-Men 97 really got me back hooked into it. And I've always wanted to go back and beat the what was it? The X-Men Legends games. So I might start streaming that, but I don't think that would do well on this channel, just because it's more anime based and less comic book based. So I plan on going over there. So if you want, go over to Twitch, follow me there. If you want to see me play X-Men Legends, Marvel Lights, more comic book stuff, and more video games, go over there and check me out. I'll leave a link in the chat, so if you want to check me out there, it'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of neat to go back and play those games. If you want to join me over there, that'd be really cool too. LOL, great photo. Thank you. That's when I did my gaming stuff. I actually started, if you guys did not know, I started with a gaming channel here on YouTube. But I found out very quickly I was not a Let's Play YouTuber. That was not my thing. So, but, well, guys, is there anything else you guys want to cover tonight on the channel? While we're live, I want to keep this trend up of going every 2 weeks, touching base with you guys, talking about the new releases, talking about everything that's coming up. But if you guys, if you have anything for me, I think we're going to wrap it up here. A little bit of a shorter stream tonight. Sorry about that. Or if you guys had any ideas, if you're new here, leave a like on the video, join the Discord. That link is in the description. Come hang out. It's free to join. But rate the SDCC in order. We got a couple questions before we end here. Rate the SDCC in order. For like personal, the way I think they would go. Let's go back over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so out of 5, number 5 for me, and this is just a personal vendetta, in my opinion, is going to be the Kakashi. I think that's the worst one. I think it's a weird marketing ploy. I don't like it. I think it's a fine looking figure, but that's number 5 for me. Number 4 is going to be the SH Figuarts Monster Godzilla. Just not into this line, so that'd be a number 4. Number 3 would be the Trunks. I just don't like the sheen on it, and when it's a very gracious number 3. It's a reluctant number 3. Number 2 would be the Jiren. I do like the top half. I think the top half of them looks really cool. The red shiny bottom is the only thing that bothers me, but I think I could get over that. And the number 1 would obviously be the Goku, just because I'm more of a Dragon Ball Z fan. This kind of fits that mold. I just hope this guy right here is going to be articulated. So that's my ranking. Let me know if that holds up to your ranking as well. Let's see. Thoughts on SH Figuarts picking up Full Metal Alchemist? Is that a rumor? Yes. And I'm just telling you right now, if they pick up Full Metal Alchemist, Ed's cloak better be freaking soft good. That's all I'm saying. If you don't do that, I'm not going to talk to them. I will not buy it, but it needs to. No, just if they would like it. Oh, yes, I would absolutely love Full Metal Alchemist. That's my number 1 anime of all time. Surprising. I think I've said that here on the stream before, but if they picked up Full Metal Alchemist, that's the one I would buy. Like, it's got to be soft good cloak, though. If you're not going to do soft good and you're just going to do that rubber stuff, don't even do the line. Just back away. What do you think about the new Super Saiyan God Goku? I think it's great. I think I could pull that up actually. I did see that today. Where's it at? Did they put it? Did they do it today? I thought I saw it today. Was it on their reels? Load, you sucker. Oh, yeah, there it is. Let's go. This one, guy. I think it's an odd name. Super Saiyan God, Son Goku, Saiyan God instilled with the light of righteous hearts. That's a mouthful. I think this is great for people. I personally won't touch it. I think it's a fine figure. It definitely looks like a $35 guy. Got 4 face plates, only a couple pairs of hands. So it's going to be pretty limited for what you get, but I think it's great. I think it's great for people that don't have this version of Goku. I think the head, the sheen of the head looks a lot better. When I first started collecting, it was the translucent hair, which I think looks terrible. So I think this is a good release if they need a Super Saiyan God version of Goku. Here's the back of the box. I think it looks good. I'm on board for people that definitely want to pick this one up. Think about great review of recent figure announcements. Thank you, buddy. I try to do my best. I don't know if you guys like the format of the videos, but I try to make it, I definitely try to make it as professional as possible and less opinionated and more factual. So you guys, I don't want to force my opinion down your throat. That's what this, I almost said that's what the streams are for. That's not what the streams are for. The streams are to voice my opinion, hear your opinion, and have more of a discussion. I don't like to do discussion videos because I can't interact with you. It's not a conversation. It's me telling you my opinions over and over. And that's why I like this platform, being on the channel, doing live streams, talking to you, getting your opinions, getting my opinions. I think that's going to be best handled on a live stream. So I try to make it more professional, tell you the facts. This is what's coming out. I think this is, and why things I think are a good decision or bad decision. But I appreciate that. Thank you, Brad. Thank you for the support. I know you watch pretty much every video, and I really do appreciate it. Even if it's off the wall and I talk about Naruto or something you're not interested, I appreciate that. I 100% agree with Snook. Thank you, Action Figure Avenue. Brad has a subject to change, but I'd rank 1 Jiren, 2 Trunks, and 3 Goku. Okay. Based on what I owe today. Fair enough. Still hoping for Android 13, 14, and 15. Dude, absolutely. I would absolutely love those 3. It needs to happen, for sure. We need our next movie villain, for sure. I've started watching it, and I've been enjoying it a lot, but there's almost no articulated figures. What are we talking about, Cat? Oh, Fullmetal Alchemist. There are. I think BuzzMod makes them. I don't know why. Yeah, BuzzMod makes Fullmetal Alchemist figures, and I think it's them. If not, I'll send you some, and they're awesome. They're extremely expensive, like a couple $100 a piece, but they're really cool. Oh, what a wild name. At first, it was the Super Saiyan God of Virtue. Oh, okay. Still hoping for Deborah. Yep, me too. They only made Edward, I believe. Okay, yeah. But there are some out there. So, well, guys, I am going to leave you here. Thank you so much for joining the stream. If you want, follow me on Twitch. If you haven't, join the Discord or follow me on Instagram. That's usually where I chat mostly. We will get back to videos here soon. I have some planned. Life is just crazy right now with everything going on. As you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see it behind me, but I am building that wall behind me. So there's a lot of stuff going on here at the house and in life, but we will get back to the channel. We will stream here in 2 weeks. So follow for that, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. And I'll announce on the Discord if we start streaming on Twitch. Till next time, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.